Hola, bonjour, hello. Welcome to Shantu's Tarot. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. It has been a little while. I had to take a short hiatus due to personal health reasons, but I am slowly, gradually getting stronger and healthier each day. So I decided it was time to get back at it. So normally I like to put these videos out a month in advance. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, this particular message is a bit delayed, but I appreciate your patience, all of your well wishes and kind words, your positive energy. Thank you so much. They mean so much. So let's get started. This is a love message for the sign of Capricorn for the month of March 2020. You could have You can have Capricorn anywhere in your astrological chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what have you. You could also be cross-watching for a Capricorn or simply intuitively drawn here. You may not even be a Capricorn. That's okay too. Whatever the reason or season, you are very welcome. So let us get started. So this was a bit interesting when I shuffled the cards and I was pulling them. Normally I do 11 cards for this spread, but this time I had 2 cards fall out at once and I took the one on top. But the one that I didn't add to this spread at the bottom of the deck is the Fool in reverse. Now, when the Fool is upright, it means the beginning of a new cycle. It can also mean taking a great leap of faith, starting something new, and that something new could be anything. It could be a job, it could be a new relationship. So in the reverse, it usually implies that you're not quite yet ready to start something new. There may be some hesitation there, and considering the current circumstances of the world, the current global climate, it's perfectly understandable if you're not ready to start something new, right? I think with everything that's going on and people practicing social distancing and staying at home, they're in very contemplative and introspective modes. And I think it's okay to not want to start something brand new right now. A lot of people, I think, while they're home with their families or alone, are having to reevaluate. So I don't think this is a negative thing, the Fool in reverse. I think it just means, it means revision, rethink, plan, take a moment to assess before moving forward. Yeah. Okay, so getting started, at the bottom of this spread, we have the 9 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is what it looks like upright. And I love this deck. It's very delicate and has a really great healing energy, so I decided to use it for this particular reading. So 9 of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. 6 of Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. In the reverse, this card has to do with an imbalance, perhaps in your current partnership, in whatever stage that's in, whether it's marriage, commitment, casual dating, or what have you. There seems to be an imbalance here. There's a lack of reciprocity. And paired with the 9 of Swords, it could mean that this lack of reciprocity, this lack of give and take, right? That means someone's giving more than the other, or someone's taking more than the other, is causing anxiety and stress and possibly sleepless nights in one or both of you. So take it however it applies. But something is not balanced here. It's not even, right? There's someone is withholding. They're not giving as much as the other person, and that could be for a variety of reasons. But it seems that it's definitely causing stress in the relationship. whether, you know, it's one or both of you. It could be that both of you recognize there's an imbalance and you both are being affected by it negatively, or one or the other. So, you know, put yourself wherever in the situation that resonates. Next, we have the Chariot and the High Priestess. So these are both major arcana. The Chariot is often associated with the sign of Cancer, and the High Priestess, I often think of it as a water energy. So Pisces, Pisces, maybe Scorpio. I don't know if that's the official, I'm not sure what the official astrological sign is that's affiliated with the High Priestess, but I get a lot of water moon energy. So something I notice about these images is that both animals, the horse and the High Priestess, the cat here, are both looking in the same direction. So I feel like that's a positive, that both people in this partnership are headed in the same direction, that they share the same values, that they share the same goals. So even if right now there's a lack of reciprocity here, the end game is the same, right? You both want to reach the same destination. And that is very positive. Chariot has to do with movement, with travel. You know, in the month of March, considering all of the travel bans and restrictions, that might not be feasible for some. I mean, it could be travel by car, by plane, by train. So, you know, however that applies to your situation, if you're able to travel, it can indicate physical movement, but it can also indicate movement in a figurative sense. So perhaps even though you two are aware that the relationship is currently imbalanced, you both want to move forward. Even if you're not sure how to do that yet, you both know that you want to. And I think that these cards indicate that that is coming, right? That's going to happen. And deep down, you know, with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess has to do with intuition and inner knowing, divine guidance, and being in touch with the divine, that connection. That's what that signifies. So I think this is very positive. Next, we have the Page of Swords and the Death. So the Page of Swords has the reputation for being a spying card. You know, we're in the golden age of social media. So it is very easy to keep an eye on your love interest or loved one. And, you know, you can do it pretty easily. I mean, even if you're not Facebook friends or Snapchat friends or Instagram pals, it doesn't really matter, because people can be very creative in the ways that they keep an eye on you. So Page of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That could be somewhere in your chart, or could be, you know, in the chart of your love interest. We also have Death, which is the card of Scorpio. So that sign could be significant. I feel like, because death has to do with great transformation and change, it very rarely has to do with literal death. You know, death in a broad sense is just the ending of this physical mortal coil, but it's the beginning of something else. And a lot of people have ideas of what they think might be after that. But whatever that means to you, it's a new beginning. It may be the ending in one place in this physical realm, but it's also marks the beginning of something new and amazing. And, you know, in this figurative sense, I think with this Page of Swords watching this death, I think that one of you is watching the other transform, watching the other grow and go through a major transition. And what I like about this interpretation is that there's light here at the end of what looks like a tunnel. So this is also very uplifting and positive. This Page of Swords, whoever this is, even if they're not an air sign, this person that's watching is seeing that the person that they care about is going through tremendous change. They're shifting, they're growing, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And I think they really admire what they see, that this beautiful change that's happening in the other person. But it seems like they're watching it perhaps from afar. So it's possible that you and your loved one are currently in separation, or maybe just because a lot of people unfortunately have to be as homebound as possible. You may not be able to visit your loved one due to a quarantine, or it could be that you're separated by distance. Whatever the case, you're connected, through the great World Wide Web, and one person is really admiring what they see in the other. Next, we have the Star. So this is affiliated with the sign of Aquarius, and Judgment. So these are really brilliant cards. The Star has to do with wish fulfillment, with healing. I think this is a bit of sage. I'm honestly not quite sure. If you know what this plant is, it looks like it's a piece of sage that's burning, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's open to interpretation. But you see the smoke unfurling, and smoke in many traditions and many religions is considered cleansing and healing. So it makes sense, right? Especially if it is sage. Judgment has to do with renewal, with rebirth, and also with great change, but it usually has to do with sort of revitalization, the prefix RE being emphasized there. It's new, but it's something that has already existed that's sort of being reborn, rebirth. So I love these cards together, right? There's so much light. There's so much light. And I think this connection is being healed. I think maybe both of you are being healed, and you're being reborn. I think particularly if this connection has been going through some challenges, this to me shows me that not only are you both healing and the relationship will heal, but it's going to be reborn. It's going to be rekindled. The light within you and between you is going to be reignited. Okay, next we have the Ten of Swords and the World. So Ten of Swords is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The World, if I remember correctly, I always get these confused, is affiliated with the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac, I believe. But I know the Ten of Swords in a lot of decks can look really scary. I like how it's softened a bit here. But it's not the end of the world. It definitely means the end of a cycle. It could also mean that one or both of you is, I hate to say it, but may have hit rock bottom, whatever that means. Maybe, you're under a tremendous amount of physical stress or emotional stress. Maybe you're healing from something, physically or emotionally. Maybe you've been betrayed in some way. But what I like about tens is that they show the end. It's the ending of a cycle. Whatever this pain, frustration, betrayal, anger, sadness, desperation is, it's coming to an end. It can't get any worse. So that is positive. It can't get any worse. The worst has arrived. So be optimistic and positive. With the World, this has to do also with endings of cycles. So the last major arcana in decks is the World, 21, and then the the first major arcana is 0, the Fool. So this is sort of like a double emphasis of the ending of a cycle, and it's the ending of a negative cycle. Look at this seed, right? This acorn, it's the seed of the mighty oak tree. I mean, out of such a small, tiny, organic, thing, this enormous, mighty oak tree develops. I mean, it's amazing. So think of it that way, that despite all of the pain and the frustration, whatever it is that's been causing you pain in this connection, whether it's between the two of you or something external that's been causing this pain, it's coming to an end. It is going to end. And you will start a new cycle, and it will be better and stronger than before. Finally, we have the Hermit. So this is the card of Virgo. So you could be involved with the Virgo or have Virgo in your chart. I love this interpretation, this little guy, this sloth. So, right, sloths are very slow moving. They are very deliberate, and they don't rush to do anything. I think this is beautiful energy that was reflected in the reversal of the Fool that was at the bottom of the deck. Now is the time for introspection. Take your time. No need to rush. We really have all the time in the world, especially now. Take time to appreciate any and all blessings that you have, right? This is the time to take stock of the people that you have around you, the love that you have in your life. Even if you aren't able to be with your loved one right now for a variety of reasons, and there could be very, very many, take this time to be thankful that this person is in your life, that you're in their life, and that you have so much to learn from each other, so much to share, so much is yet to come. Now is the time for reflection, for contemplation, and for getting in touch with your own inner light and inner wisdom. All right, let's pick one Romance Angel Oracle card for you to round out the reading. This video is a little longer than I usually do. I usually try to keep them between 10 and 15 minutes, but oh, okay. 2 cards wanted to pop out. All right, Capricorn, we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. What did I say? Enjoy what you have. Enjoy what you have in this moment right now. Tomorrow is not promised. Yesterday is gone. Enjoy what you have now. Absolutely. Enjoy this moment fully. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Well, you know if this applies to you. Someone here is not being authentic. I often interpret this card to mean that one of you is not sharing how you really feel to the other person, that you're withholding your feelings. It could also mean that, you're being dishonest or unfaithful in some way. Obviously, this does not apply to everyone. Take it as it resonates. But usually, I interpret this card, deception, as meaning one of you is not being honest about how you feel. And you might not even be, you might not even be honest or are being honest with yourself. I mean, self-deception can also be represented by this card. So in this time of reflection and introspection, think, in what ways are you deceiving yourself? In what ways are you deceiving your partner, or vice versa? In what ways do you think they're not being honest with themselves, or how are they not being dishonest with you? Anyway, Capricorn, I do hope that this reading was helpful and the message resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment below. It really means the world to me. If only parts of it resonated, that's fine. Take what does, let the rest go. And if it didn't resonate at all, that's okay. It wasn't your message. You know, try checking out another video for one of your other signs, rising or moon or Venus. I really am really grateful for all of the support and love and the well wishes that I have received. I'm wishing you so much love, light, safety, and good health wherever you are in this world. I look forward to connecting with you soon. Many blessings.